You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Okay, let's get into the Urban Meyer thing again, because we're starting to have more and more people involved with the NFL that's starting to weigh in on this. I heard a little bit from Keyshawn Johnson today, and he said he never, ever heard of a coach not flying back, not going back with his team, much less under the circumstances of being 0-4, and right now not looking very good in the NFL. And, of course, we're referring back to Urban Meyer, the viral video, the bar video. His family has come out, made some comments on it, and, of course, lurking in the background, not only are you 0-4, but there's a USC college football job out there, okay, which many people believe Urban Meyer may be interested in. Okay, Urban looks stressed, and even if he was 4-0, the optics of the situation would look poor. And I've seen a lot of people go, but players do this all the time. Surely to God you expect more out of your NFL head coach than you do the players. Okay? The only player that I would put up there in the area code of a head coach would be your franchise quarterback. That's it. That is it. There's been some things that don't make a lot of sense, like the fact that Urban said, oh, yeah, I got Shad Khan's approval. But then when asked about it again, he referred to Trent Baalke, the GM. Okay, some things are not adding up there. And I got to tell you, I'm not here to be the moral police. The dancing video looks bad, okay, under the circumstances of your team losing, yada, yada, yada. And yes, they do tend to take a day off after a Thursday night game. By they, I'm talking about players, not the coaches. Not the coaches. The coaches usually go back and they get right back to work, find out what didn't work in the game, and start game planning ahead. And in this case, for the Titans, Mike Vrabel, somebody that used to be on one of his coaching staffs in college, somebody that's familiar with Urban. So Urban needs to work double time to get ready for the next game. Well, on the Pat McAfee show today, former Colts head coach Chuck Pagano, and frankly I like Chuck Pagano, came out and he echoed some of the things that I heard from Keyshawn Johnson. I'm hearing from other people, but the way he says this is the most interesting part, involving him deciding to take a day off. Different aspect of Urban Meyer drama bothers former NFL coach. Urban Meyer's appearance in a viral video over the weekend after the Jaguars lost to the Bengals was the talk of the NFL world as the team looked to win its first game of the season. There was one particular aspect of the former Colts head coach Chuck Pagano took issue with, and it wasn't necessarily the woman, who is not Meyer's wife, dancing near him at the bar. It was that Meyer elected to stay in Ohio and didn't immediately fly back to Jacksonville with his team. And he comes out and he actually talks about this on video, and let's play the video right now.
Urban Meyer, and I know the coaching fraternity is probably a buzz right now with everything going on down in Jacksonville, because there's only 32 NFL head coaches. You know, this job is, obviously, you said last week, it's a lonely one, but it's also a tough one, obviously. That's why it is the highest level in the men's league. Everything that's going on with Urban Meyer and off the field, the viral video stuff, I don't think to myself, I want to hear what Chuck Pagano thinks about what's going on at Urban's Chop House. But what I do think about is, what does Chuck Pagano think about a head coach not flying back with his team, right? In AJ is in Green Bay. We had Lombardi on, Paisan. He's been in Raiders, Cleveland. He's been in New England. He's been around, he said, 25, 30 years. You've been in the game a long time. None of us have ever heard of this. And this is something that is I think that is call for a concern, let alone all the distractions that happened after that. Your thoughts on that, and did that ever cross your mind?
Yeah, I was blown away. I mean, first of all, I thought when those pictures of video came out, I said, okay, someone had to Photoshop this guy into this deal. And then when you come out and you say, okay, this is for real, and that this is right after the game and you didn't fly back. I've never heard of that in my entire life. 37 years of coaching. I never saw the head coach miss. I never once ever thought about not doing that. Win or lose, whatever the circumstances. Again, I don't know the circumstances surrounding Urban and the family and staying back and, hey, I want to get out of Dodge. I need to clear the head. Everybody needs to. You don't get to do that.
You signed the contract as a head football coach. You don't get to check out. And it's only the 4th week of the season. Where's he going to be after 8 games, 9 games? You don't get to do that. Wow. Meyer said Wednesday he had discussed not flying back with general manager Trent Baalke. He said he thought at the time it would be a good chance for him and the team to clear their heads. Again, the head coach doesn't get to do that. The head coach needs to go back to work the next day. I thought at the time this was a chance for everybody to clear their head, including myself, with my family located where we were, to spend a day or two with them and then get back, because I knew I wanted them to get out of Dodge too and clear their heads. What are they dealing with right now that the family needs to hang back? Okay, because as far as I know, I assume Jacksonville is not hammering Urban's family over an 0-4 record as of yet. So his wife jumped off Twitter today, said she was done with the hate. Okay. I mean, I understand the part about a lot of people are saying they're not offended by the girl dancing, whatever. Okay, that's fine. I worked corporate for 12 years. I was a manager. Had I been married and I'd done that with a girlfriend, guess what? I would have lost my corporate management job in rural East Texas. They would have canned my ass. Why? Because I'm representative of the company at the time in a high-level position. Optics, folks. Optics. I know people don't like that take. I don't care. It was fact. Okay? I was told, you're under salary. We've got you 24/7. Plain and simple, what you do, if I would have went out and done that, viral video, if I would have gotten drunk and got a DUI, anything like that, I'd have been canned. It'd have been a wrap. Okay? And we're talking about a head coach of a $1 billion NFL franchise. And now I've heard it wasn't just Keyshawn. It hasn't been just Chuck Pagano. Chris Sims echoed it today on Pro Football Talk. He's never heard of that. He was like, John Gruden, Bill Belichick, they would never step away from the team like that to stay back, to clear their heads. He was like, head coaches by nature are lunatics. They're go, go, go. And that, of course, is raising doubts with Urban and his coaching future in the NFL. So it was interesting to hear somebody on video come out and say it. Chuck Pagano, who, of course, dealt with an illness. I thought he was sort of an underrated coach, but the Colts wanted him out, although I do like Frank Wright as well. I won't kid you about that. I think Chuck might get a second chance one day. Who knows? Tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. I know we're talking a lot of Urban, but until the USC coaching job closes, until there seems to be sort of a simmering down of this, it's going to be a story. It's still a story. My God, Pro Football talked about this for at least 20, 30 minutes on their show today. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.